Hey guys, we are here today to talk about the most important thing I think everybody needs to know while they're dating to safeguard themselves. This is an issue I see all the time people have when I'm working with people, and also just kind of letting people know about this advice. It's kind of strange to me. It's foreign to me that people don't acknowledge this more often, and it's easier said than done. But I think that if you really adopt this methodology, like you really adopt it, you're really going to see a change in your behavior towards dating. You're going to see your behavior change within situations you're in now, the future. You can see in the past how your decisions not around using this strategy has played out for you. A lot of people get butthurt when they are dating somebody, they're interested in somebody, they're seeing somebody, whether it's a relationship, even a marriage, and something goes south and you get upset about it, right? Because you really like this person. You really wanted it to work out with this individual. Some people find themselves in this like toxic back and forth until it just blows up and nukes. And I think that's the total wrong approach. When I was dating, there's this methodology that I used. I don't think I learned it from anywhere, but I actually invented it while I was helping somebody online, going through a situation where the person was obviously not right for them. They weren't right for each other. It was just chaos. People get upset when when they get their feelings hurt, when they can't be with somebody anymore, and or when it's just not working, or when it's clear that the other person is showing them that they're not the right person for that person, right? Okay, and so I call this the 99 to 1 rule, or the 99% to the 1% rule. And this is so often overlooked because people aren't thinking in terms of their own value, what they're really searching for. Because when you're dating, you're just seeing what's out there. You're playing the field. When you're actually serious and you're looking for that relationship, that marriage, right? You don't just want to date anybody. You want to be with like that one person, right? That you end up with. I call it the 1% rule, and no other percentage, right? Because 99% of the people out there are going to fail your expectations. They're not going to want to meet you halfway. They're not going to want to work with you. They're not going to acknowledge your needs. They're not going to acknowledge your values. They're not going to want to desire to communicate with you the way that you need to be communicated. If you're watching this video, odds are you're that person that puts the effort, that does everything that you do for the other person to make sure it works, right? To make it stick. But so most of the time that doesn't work with the other person, right? Most of the time we feel like we're being neglected, that we're doing all this work for no reason. So I encourage people to think about the methodology of the 99 to 1 or the 1 to 99, however you want to put it. It's just simply you are looking for that 1% out there, okay? You're looking for that 1% of the individuals that are literally the people that are just for you. Again, there's going to be people that, fall short, whether it's because they're just doing their best, that because we're all just doing our best, right? And if somebody just doesn't, it just doesn't work out, and they push you away, you push them, and there's still lingering emotions, that just remember that if it didn't work out, it just shows you that they're a part of the 99. You're either putting people in that 1% category or the 99% category. There's no in between. And that's really important. Asterisks. There's no in between ground percentage, right? They're either part of that 1%, which is the person who works out, or the 99. And when you think about this, it's not that it's binary. It's just that when somebody's showing you clearly, as clear as day, that it's not working out and that they pushed you away, they ghosted you, they're just not trying. Obviously, one, you deserve better than that, and two, it's a simple explanation. They're in that 99% of people that aren't for you, right? And sometimes it's hard to swallow. It's a hard pill to open your drawer, take that pill out called they're a part of the 99%, and swallow that pill, because we have these lingering emotions and feelings. But it's so important to give yourself that power and to give yourself that confidence and value and say, hey, you know what? I'm dating. I dated this person for a couple months, maybe a year. Maybe you're like in a serious relationship. Maybe you're in a marriage. This person just didn't work out. It just took you longer to really realize, even though you probably knew it deep down, because we all know, I'm kind of cynical that way, but we all knew deep down that this person wasn't going to work out, whether you just discovered it and you were just like, oh shit, there we go. But at some point you're going to know, and you need to swallow that pill, right? They're not a part of that 1%. You need to move on ASAP. Do I think it's important to heal and mend relations accordingly? Yeah. But move on as you will, because now that you know that they're a part of the 1%, that they're not a part of the 1%, you really need to move on. I see a lot of people have this issue that I talk to, and they just get hung up, and they just get melancholic and nostalgic, and it's not healthy. And there is somebody out there that is waiting for you that's a part of that 1%. And that's the crux of this all, is that while you're hanging on to this 99%er, right, who doesn't really deserve you and your future and everything that you provide, that you can provide, right, is that you have somebody out there that if you just kind of like backed off and off all the 99%ers when they showed up, you're giving more of those 1%ers the time of day. And they are out there. I believe that there's multiple soulmates and all that stuff, but you're going to find individuals that are part of that 1% where you come across them, you date them. And I believe that when people date when you get older to a certain age, you've had the experience of actually being with one of these 1%ers where you could have married them. It's possible. But sometimes we overlook this because people are young, stupid when they're young. But my point is, though, give less time to the 99% of people that are just, it's not going to work. Just cut it off as soon as possible, or acknowledge where it's at, and then start paying the 1%ers more attention. If you don't know how to find the 1%, well, then that's maybe another video I should make. I think that's another issue that you may have, or challenge. Write down a list of all the things that you're looking for in a partner. Write it down, keep it in your purse, keep it in your wallet, and then guess what? You'll be looking out. You read that little list of things that you're looking for in a person that will make them the 1%. Guess what? It's just like when you plan on buying a car. You start seeing that car more on the road. You're going to start seeing that person more around in your universe, because now you're cognizant of what you're looking for. Don't be one of those people that date and just blindly go out there and they're just looking for what's out there. They're just fishing. If you're fishing for the 99%, guess what? You're fishing for trouble. All right, and so that's all I pretty much have to say about this. If you have any comments, please put them down below. Let me know if you like the video. Please subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.